Today, Kevin and I have the new Honeycrisp Apple to try for you, and we're going to compare it to a Honeycrisp. Honeycrisp is like Kevin's, it's his favorite one, and he spends a lot of money on them. They're usually expensive, but I don't mind because it's something he loves. You know, if it's something that you really love, then you're willing to spend the money on it.
When the Cosmic Crisp is the same price.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about that. I looked up some information on these apples, so I want to talk about them, and then Kevin can hold them up or whatever he wants to do. The Honeycrisp Apple was bred by Washington State University researchers. They're a cross between Enterprise apples and Honeycrisp apples, which you said you've never.
I don't know that I've ever seen it.
An Enterprise apple.
Maybe I have. I just don't remember.
They are large, round, crisp, and super juicy. These bi-color apples have a rich red color that almost sparkles with starburst-like lenticles. This is where the name Cosmic comes from. So I had to look up lenticles because
what is that?
So that sounded very scientific to me. Lenticles. They're talking about.
They're basically little spots.
They're the raised pores in the stem. That's what they are. So that's where the name Cosmic comes from. The natural balance of acid and sugar in the Honeycrisp apples gives them an unmatched sweetness, making them perfect for snacking, baking, and entertaining. One medium Honeycrisp apple is 72 calories, and they were $2.49 a pound. We found these at Meijer.
Mm-hmm.
So we did look at Walmart.
Yeah, they didn't have them yet.
And no. So we had to go to Meijer. So do you want me to read about the Honeycrisp?
It's fine.
I'll read about the Honeycrisp. It's short. The Honeycrisp apple is the most commonly grown apple in Minnesota. This is where they were first developed, is in Minnesota. They are the official state fruit, which I think is it. Do you know what Kentucky state fruit is? I don't either. I have no idea. I didn't know the state. I don't think I knew there was a state fruit. But this is the Honeycrisp apple is the state fruit of Minnesota. A balance of sugar and acid helps give them a sweet/tart flavor that varies in strength depending on the maturity of the apple. They maintain their sweet flavor even when cooked. A medium to large Honeycrisp apple is 80 calories, so it's going to be about the same as the Cosmic Crisp, and they're $2.49 to $2.99 a pound typically.
Yeah, depending on where you go.
Yes. So
sometimes you get them as low as $1.99, but that doesn't happen very often.
No. So well, they said the Honeycrisp. They said they're usually out in the fall.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if the prices are higher other times of the year because
I don't know. It seems like I'm always paying.
They're not easy to get a hold of.
It seems like I'm always paying $2.99 for them.
So you want to try the Cosmic Crisp first?
Yeah. Do you want a wedge? Do you want a slice?
I want that one. A slice.
I want the wedge. Well, the thicker slice because I want to see what the peel's like. It's got a good flavor. Mm-hmm. Got a little tartness to it.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm getting. It is sweet, but I swear I taste more tart than sweet. It's very nice and crisp. I can understand why Amelia wants you to cut the skin off.
The skin's tough if you're not used to eating it.
Yeah. Our granddaughter likes Kevin to peel the skin off hers and eat them like that. I like the skin, but I can understand why she would say that.
Yeah, this skin's not really tough though. There's other apples out there that's much harder.
But it just gives it a little bit of extra texture is all. Mm-hmm. Okay, let me try the
I used to hate the skin when I was a little kid.
Oh, so you had your mom cut it off?
Yeah, Rob would.
That's a huge difference to me.
10 times sweeter.
It's much, much sweeter, the Honeycrisp.
And there's not that, you don't get the underlying tartness.
No.
It's got more snap to it, too. Like the apple itself is a crisper feel.
That's amazing how much sweeter that is.
Mm-hmm. So Honeycrisp is still my pick.
Yeah. That's what I would pick out of the two. And the thing is, because Kevin hadn't seen these at Walmart. We were in the next town over. That's where we have a Meijer. You bought like 5 of those Cosmic Crisp.
I like them.
See, yeah, but your favorite is still. You would prefer to have.
I'd rather have the Honeycrisp, but
they are good.
The Cosmic are good apples. If you like the sweetness from the Honeycrisp, but you also like a little tartness, a little bite to it, then these Cosmic ones are really good.
And the Honeycrisp, I think, is a little juicier.
It is.
And that could be the age of the apple. It could have something to do with it. I don't know. But the Cosmic Crisp, it wasn't as juicy as the Honeycrisp.
Take another bite of that one.
Oh, now that we've had that?
Mm-hmm. It's still a really good apple though. But there is an underlying, like, it's funny because
it is good. It's just not as sweet. So if you like a very, very sweet apple, Honeycrisp is for you. If you want something that just has a sweetness but more tart, then I would try the Cosmic.
It's funny. I'm going to talk about another review we did. We compared 2 other apples, the Sugar Bees and whatever the other one was. At the time, you know, you until you eat a whole apple, you really can't judge it, the flavor of it, or compare it to it. That green one that I had tried actually tasted more pear-like. Remember I was telling you after I ate it, it's like, this thing's like I've eaten a pear.
Not the Sugar Bee, the other one.
The other one, yeah. It was like a yellowish green color. And it was good, but it wasn't nearly as good as a Sugar Bee.
It was one we had never had before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this, once I ate 2 or 3 of these Cosmic ones, I might think, it might change a little bit in the flavor profile, but I still don't think it's as sweet as the.
No, I think he would get used to it's what it is.
Yeah.
I think it's not that because it's not going to get any sweeter. It's that you're getting used to that.
I'm just saying I could be able to compare it more to something else once you've eaten more of them.
But definitely the Honeycrisp is still the
Yeah, I would still get Honeycrisp over
still the favorite. So I hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching.